So I mixed the two formulas together because the oil-free tinted moisturizer is going to help mattify my actual oil on the skin. And the illuminating tinted moisturizer is adding the illusion of more of a dewy, healthy, fresh glow to the skin. So instead of looking too greasy, you're getting a really nice sheen. So that's why I mix the two together. So the reason why you shake this formula, because all that's in that bottle is true color pigment and reflecting water. So what that means is you're going to get full coverage, but very lightweight and natural on the skin. And as you can see, it's more of a natural matte finish. So I'm putting that in the center of my face, under my eyes, down my nose, and around my chin area, just to give me that smooth look just right in the center of my face. Now I'm going in and lightly contouring my cheeks, my forehead, and my jawline. This is something that you guys have seen before. I am keeping it very lightweight, so that's why I'm using my fingers to blend. But my contour, with this look, because I am going a little bit more dramatic on the eyes, I wanted it to stay very natural, like always, really, but extremely natural for today's look. Also keep in mind that this is a very basic way of contouring for any and all face shapes. Okay, so I'm sure this happens to everybody, but I went to go use my brow pencil today and it was completely empty. So I had to get scrappy and figure it out because I needed to fill in my brows. So as you can see, I took an angled brush from my brush collection and just dipped it into contour 1 of that contour palette that I used earlier to contour my face. So, don't limit yourself when it comes to those palettes, because just because it says contour on the packaging doesn't mean that you can't use it in the brows. I mean, it turned out to be awesome in my brows, and I've been wearing it in my brows ever since. Now I'm priming my lids with an eyelid primer. You can use whatever, primer or base that you want. But it is really important for this eye look that you put some sort of primer down before you go in with your eyeshadows. Okay, so I'm first starting with taking a color called Bamboo from the Mercier eyeshadow palette, and I'm applying that all over the eyelid with a regular eyeshadow brush. The first tip to wearing more of a natural cut crease is applying more of a warmer tone to the eyelid versus something really light. So now I'm taking the color called Truffle. It's a matte medium brown tone, and as you can see, I'm using a fluffy brush to apply that crease color. So in order to, again, get a natural twist on that cut crease, you should be using a fluffy brush to blend it out versus a tighter bristle brush or a pencil brush to apply it. Next, I'm going to be going in and blending the edge of the crease up a little bit towards the brow, and I'm using a color called Fresco. It's a little bit lighter than Truffle, and as you can see, really giving that a airbrushed feel, making the colors transition very naturally from the lid all the way up to the brow. Lastly, with my fingertip, I'm taking Primrose and I'm just lightly dabbing that right in the center of the eye. This is a tip for anybody with any eye shape, taking a little bit of that highlight right in the center of the eye. Now I'm just taking the Cocoa Caviar stick and lining right underneath the top lashes. I'm then going to take any excess foundation that I have on the back of my hand and use that to clean up underneath the eyes. But just note that this look, in order to get a very natural twist on this type of cut crease, it does not have to be precise. So just remember that when cleaning up underneath the eyes. Now I'm going to go back in with Truffle and a pencil brush, and I'm going to lightly just feather that along the bottom of my lash line. And then you'll see I'm going to take my fingers and blend. Your fingers are your best friends. Lastly, for the eyes, I'm going to take the Secret Brightening Powder. Now, this is just an extra step. The Secret Brightening Powder is just adding a tad bit more highlight underneath the eyes, and it's just going to set that foundation. I had a lot of fun with the lips today, so I'm taking a liquid lipstick. A lot of brands are coming out with this type of formula in like a frosty pink, and then taking my ultimate favorite lip gloss, and you can see I pump it like 4 different times, Tool Up by Laura Mercier, and just gives you that really nice, soft, pink, frosty lip. So there you go.